Hello guys, welcome into today's crypto technical analysis. Today, as usual, we're going to discuss the BTC price action, starting from the daily time frame, and then we'll move on to a lower time frame. Before we start the multiple time frame analysis, as usual, I've got a small request. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. And the daily time frame, we're going to recap the daily time frame, which is a higher time frame, the recent opportunities that we had. As you remember, as soon as we got a rejection, as soon as we reached $65,000, we dumped all the way up to $47,000 area, and 0.618 Fibonacci level, we dumped all the way up to $28,500. And the short signal came right around 0.618 and 66 golden zones, and we dumped all the way up to, as I said, 29,000, 30,000 area. And from that short, we had about 50% spot profit. However, the real game started literally once we came and then tested the $30,000, $29,000. As soon as on the lower time frame as well as the higher time frame, we held the $30,000 and $31,000 daily time frame, and a lower time frame started giving us a bullish signal. So from there all the way up to $53,000, we pumped 75%. And that was a 75% spot profit. And we got rejection, as you remember, dollar to dollar, wick to wick, from 0.66, the golden zone. And then we dumped all the way up to $40,000, where we had a major support at around $40,000. This price action was a mini price action right from what we've seen between $63,000 all the way up to $30,000, because we got rejection right from 0.618, the golden zone, and we had the similar scenario. However, as I said, the mini version, it happened right in here. And we had another over 20% spot profit. However, as soon as we held this level of $40,000, we had another buy signal under lower time frame as well as the daily time frame. And we had, by longing at around $40,000, $41,000, up to the recent all-time high, we had over 60% spot profit. However, with the current price action, one could have been up by 55% spot profit if the person is following the system that I'm using. And bear in your mind, shorting from here all the way up to $30,000, 50% spot, 75% spot profit, 22%, 55 to 60% spot profits. These are the spot. And if you're doing a leverage, you do the maths for yourself. As long as we're going to be above, in the first place, $53,000, we've got soft resistance around here, and then we're below the soft resistance on the daily time frame. We might see a pullback, small pullback, all the way up to $62,000. I'll cover in a lower time frame. However, the major levels on the daily time frame is around $54,000 and $53,000. However, the last level is going to be around $48,000. It is very early for us to talk about the $48,000. As long as we're going to be above $60,000 and $62,000, then there is no need to panic about the daily time frame. At the moment, daily time frame is heavily under the bull's control. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. If we're going to analyze the 4-hour time frame, these are the old support resistance. I've updated the support resistance for this video. As soon as we claimed under 4-hour time frame $43,500, $44,000, we had a first buy signal. However, we had 48-hour plus for the conservative trader, and high probability setup came at around $47,000. As soon as we managed to break and stayed above with this huge green candle, 4-hour time frame gave a bullish signal. So from the initial entry, BTC pumped all the way up to $67,000, over 50% spot profit. However, with the current price action, without getting a negative signal, we are up by 45% profit. For the conservative trader, high probability setup, we pumped all the way up to $67,000, 40% spot profit. However, with the current price action, over 33% spot profit without getting an exit signal. So if you're doing a leverage 10 times, 350%, nearly 5 times, over 150% profit. As I was saying in the last video, as soon as we entered the below this resistance, retested it, and then 4-hour time frame moved under the consolidation. So we consolidated a couple of days around in this box. In the previous videos that I said, we've got 3 to 5 days, and then we need to see some sort of action from the bulls. In the recent video, in the last video, however, I mentioned we've got 24 to 48 hours. So as you can see, we're trying to break and stay above upper line of this resistance. So at the moment, the levels that I'm watching at around 62,000 levels, and as long as we're going to be holding this 62,000 level, highly likely the price action will go in the first place $67,000 followed by the $70,000. Before we move on, if you want to learn all this technical analysis and to gain all these profits, and if you want to become an independent professional trader or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all, and during the course you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. These are the slight changed version of the new support resistance lines. So at the moment, we're having a minor resistance above us, which is around 63,500 level. And then below us, we've got, in the first place, 62,500 followed by the $62,000. As long as we're going to be above the 62,000 and 62,500, and then highly likely the price action, we do not have an issue this time to break $64,000 and $65,000. In the first place, as I said, highly likely the target will be 67 and followed by $70,000. Moving on to 2-hour time frame. In the last 35 videos, I was talking about the 2-hour time frame. As soon as we broke this level, as you remember, we had the support and it became resistance, first time tested, and then second time and 2-hour time frame went under the bear's control. However, in this region, 2-hour time frame was under the consolidation. So as I was talking about, I was keeping an eye on 2-hour time frame. Breaking with this massive green candle, 2-hour managed to break this resistance and moved completely under the bull's control. So at the moment, 2-hour is heavily under the bull's control. As long as in the first place, if we don't lose 62,000, ideally this support at around 60,000 levels, then the 2-hour time frame will be heavily under the bull's control. At the moment, I'm not going to talk about the bearish scenario on the 2-hour time frame, and I'm not expecting that the price action to come all the way up to break the 60,000 level. 1-hour time frame. As I mentioned in the last videos, that when 1-hour time frame was in this region, we had a consolidation. At the same time, 1-hour time frame was giving a false bullish, and as well as it was entered into consolidation. However, breaking this level of 61,500 and 700 levels, 1-hour completely moved under the bull's control. So at the moment, 1-hour is heavily under the bull's control, as well as the 2-hour time frame. However, 4-hour is a bit struggling, as long as I said, we're going to manage to hold the $62,000. Highly likely the price action, we will see a reaction all the way up to $67,000. These are the levels, play level to level. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.